Hello, it's Cher. Hi, it's Cher. Late night live. The hair is just a little messed up. It's pretty normal for that, though. Those of you that hang out with me know that my hair is always kind of wild, to say the least. Let's see what we got going on here, guys. Welcome. If you don't know me, my name's Cher. I'm an intuitive, but I'm also very spiritual, and I believe in God. Um, I walk with him and talk with him on a daily basis. That is where I get my messages. Clearly, or I would not be here at 12:44 my time in the morning because it feels like somebody needed to talk. I know, sometimes we have a day and things don't go well, like at all. And we were like, I had better plans. For example, today I slept all day. I had better plans, way better, but I was exhausted and I didn't have anything left. So I took time, I refilled my tank, and now here I am trying to rearrange my sleep schedule because sleeping all day does not work for me. I have much to do and want to make those things happen. I wasn't sure if anybody would come on here, and it's okay if you don't. I still would share the message. This is about not necessarily readings tonight, but about, excuse me, hiccups. Sorry. This isn't necessarily about reading tonight. It's more about talking about spiritual transformation, things that happen, things that you go through. Can it feel like you're dying? Yeah. Can it feel like you're losing your mind? Yeah. Can you feel like what the heck is going on in my world? What is happening? Yes. Do you see messages and think, was that a message? And discount it because you're not used to seeing all these messages? Yeah. All of these things can happen. And I think it usually comes about when we have something dramatic happen in our lives or something that we are no longer willing to have in our lives. An addiction. Hello. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. It's okay. How are you, Asham? Uh, but things that we tend to let go of things. Okay. Oh, it's okay. It's really more about, like, sometimes you feel like you waste your day. I know. And you want to, like, a reset. You want to go to bed on a good note. You want to be like, okay, I got a game plan. Okay. And so it's more like just kind of a spiritual meeting of, oh, thank you for the light. Spiritual coming together of embracing shifts that we can make in our daily life. It's okay. I don't have a bad day. I mean, I slept my day away, which I really did not want to do, but it happens, right? Um, so I decided to come on here and talk about bad days and spiritual awakening and things that we can do to shift those bad days. Number one, force yourself to get out of bed. That's a big one. I should have done it. I should have told myself to get up today. uh, Anything regarding chakras. Something about pink, you're feeling the love. I feel like you're feeling the love. There's pink, uh, it's in varying degrees, and then there's white behind it. That's what I see in your energy. And a faint blue in the background, but very, very far, far away in the background. Far away, almost like a starlight or something. Very interesting to see. Heart chakra overflowing. Nice. I wondered what that was. Yes, I can see the pink all around you. That's so cool. I love that. Uh, it's always nice to for me to get confirmation because I'm like, I can tell you a color, okay, but how do I know what I see is real? I mean, I'm sure that you guys have thought the same thoughts. How do I know? One of the reasons I know the messages are real because that was one of the first messages I got. Don't question the messages. The messages are real. Whatever comes through is meant to come through. Don't change it. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't question it. Simply relay the message. And I do. That's how I do my readings. When I do my readings, I relay the message. Whatever I hear, whatever I see, nothing changes. Even with auras and colors, I just simply think of your name, the energy around you, and then I think of what 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 it is, and then I see the colors. It's interesting. There's so many things that I've learned by shifting your energy that you can do that you're not even aware of. I didn't know that I could take my energy, a piece of my energy, and hold it in front of another energy and give them peace through my energy. And it's really quite interesting, all the shifts that we make. Uh, I don't know. I feel like, and here's the question, uh, from a spiritual perspective, in my aspect, and this is terrible. I don't care what you think of me. Do I want you to like me? Yeah. Do I want you to be part of my life? Do I find you interesting? Yes, most likely I do. But here's my thing. If you decided tomorrow you did not like me, okay, I'm sorry. You don't like me. My life is going on. I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. I'm not going to use my energy to worry why you didn't like me. I can take that energy and go bless somebody by doing a service and making a totally new friend. If people are not meant to be in your life, the universe will move them out. That's really the feeling I'm getting here. Uh, so I hope that helps, Michelle. I'm not reading cards tonight. I will do intuitive questions. Honestly, I started with intuitive when I was quite small, and so intuition is, the questions are easier than the cards sometimes, but the cards do open a door, a portal. We all are on different journeys. Okay. Also, so while we're waiting, in case anybody has a question, feel free to post it. Intuitive wise, my answers do come from Source, God, the Most High. Ah, nice. I like that. I didn't really think you were, but I like the question you asked me about the aura. And sometimes I like reading without the cards because, man, the messages are, whew, um, for me, the cards might show me a direction to go in per se, but it's really source energy that connects. And I think it's great that you're preparing yourself for college. Also, I want you to bring in this energy, Asham, of I'm going to have a great day. People love me. I embrace who I am. I accept my authentic self. I don't need to change for anybody to like me. If they like me, they like me. If they don't, so be it. I will move on and I will use my energy for good. You too, Asham. That is great. Yes, affirmations are great. Kiss. What are you doing here? I actually thought you would show up, Kiss. This is so strange. I'll tell you why I thought you would show up. Hugs, hugs. Because I picked up my notebook and it had your messages that I sent you pictures of from the reading. And I was like, oh, I might see Kiss. And here you are. And I was reminded when I picked it up, and because I was like, what are these notes? There's a message here. You're supposed to go back and look at those notes. Please don't ask me for them because I don't save anything. I just happen to have not thrown them away. They're in my trash can, so if you don't have yours, I can dig them out. But um, there's a message for you to go back from time to time and look at these notes. Somebody has a little bit of a headache on the right hand side out there. Who is this? Who has a headache? It'll go away. Peace and love, serenity. Something about releasing some type of energy that you're hanging on to. Release it. It's good. It'll be a good shift for you. Okay, wow. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, cool. I'm so glad you have them. But there was that reminder. Whoa, the headache is still there. That's crazy. Okay, so also when we start having our spiritual awakening, we find that the inner and the outer do not sometimes match. What's that about? For example, uh, hi JC. I used to hang out in bars a lot, and I work in a bar, and I'm happy, and I have a YouTube channel, and believe it or not, believe it or not, I am a reader in a bar. I'm a tarot reader in a bar. Isn't that funny? But not on purpose, just by accident, talking to people, and then people found out, and then people wanted to, you know, I was there, and they'd say, "Hey, will you read for me?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, sure," And it's very gratifying in the aspect that I've had some really awesome people come to me with situations where I feel like through source, through God energy, I made a difference in their lives. And sometimes in person, you can see that shift. And that's amazing. It's amazing when you see the shift, the relief, the release, the peace that washes over people. And I'm not the only person in the world that can do this. You can do it. We can all do it, right? Uh, and you are very prejudiced, but I like it anyway. I don't even know what I'm doing on here, except I slept all day. I felt like I wasted my day away. I'm realizing I probably needed the rest, but also let's talk about the other thing that starts to happen when you have spiritual awakening. You start hearing the small voices. When you go to the doctor and they say, "Do you hear voices?" And you're like, "Mm-mm, I never hear voices. Mm-mm, not at all." And then you're like, "Well, I do hear the voice of God." And they're like, "What?" Yeah. I don't have a counselor. My counselor is God. Okay, I don't know why I felt the urge to share that. But you do get messages when you start making this transformation. And sometimes you just, in the middle of everything, you have a shift. I have read for people I was not planning on reading for. I've had messages come through where I wasn't expecting it. I, and if you're given the gift of delivering the message, I miss you too, JC. Well, I'm not, how do I even go there? The name kills me. Oh my goodness. Can't you pick it's really hard to even read for JC. Okay. You messed me up so bad. Oh, thank you, because that's so funny. But okay, so when you start hearing the small voice, guys, listen. When the voice says, "Go back and get your mace," or "Pick your phone up," or "Charge your phone," or "Don't go out today," or "Don't go out tonight," listen to the messages. They are real messages. Real profound messages come to all of you through source, through light, through love. If it's something telling you to hurt someone or be mean or negative, no, that is not source energy. That is not how source energy operates. It will never operate in the dark. That would be the dark operating, trying to operate in the light. All right. So do listen to the messages. Depending on your counselor, acknowledge it or not. I personally have had a great counselor, and he did confirm I am not crazy. So he confirmed that I had gifts, and I do, and I'm very thankful for those gifts. They allow me to help people, to be there for people, hopefully, and give them clarity. And I never saw myself doing this ever, but it's a great journey. It's a great trip. Hi, Jamie's Cowboys. How are you doing? Please tell me you've ignored any thought of communication with that person. Please tell me that, Jamie's Cowboys. I feel like, whew, there is some serious energy here. Oh, thank you, Kiss. Let's see. Okay, good, good. That is important. I feel very important. We're talking about spiritual awakening tonight, guys, and some of the things that happen, that may feel like they're just crazy things. Like I see messages everywhere. Or am I losing my mind? Am I dying? You had those visions of past things that have happened in your life. You're like, oh my God, is my mind flashing? No, you're not. Is my mind flashing before my eyes? Sorry, Jamie, your energy distracted me, but no, you won't see that person again, and you don't need to. Okay, it won't get better. All right, that is a message for you. Very blunt and in my face, in your face. I feel like. I hope it helps. Okay, so, we look at those things. I don't know. I think that uh, you're not supposed to put any more energy into this. You're wasting energy that you could use for better things, is the message I'm getting. To stop focusing on the whys and the hows and what's going to happen, and seriously release the whole part of it. Yeah, the release is very important, but if you are still hanging on to it mentally, that's half the battle. You have to let both parts go. Okay. Try focusing on an act of service or something else. Man, my hair is getting gray. Okay, I don't even know why I'm on here tonight. Okay. Anyway, that is the message for you, Jamie. Okay, so also we when we have spiritual awakenings, we things start to fade from your life that do not serve you. Bad relationships, bad habits, bad addictions, just a lot of stuff that was perfectly fine in your old life. As a matter of fact, quite great in the old life. But then in the new life, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Why does that have to go? Right? It has to go to make room for the new, the better, the more improved. Okay. So a lot of times when you have a spiritual awakening, you are called, quite bluntly, sometimes, to get rid of things that no longer serve you. Uh, yes, I understand that. I really do. To let go of those things that no longer serve you. All right. Excuse me. And if you don't want to let go of those things that don't serve you, a lot of times the universe will help you. The universe will be like, here, let me take your hands off of this. I do understand. I trust me. I felt like I lost my best friend too. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Um, Tarot does not, um, it doesn't define. You make your own story fit there or not fit. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit, please. Okay. And don't base your life on a tarot card reading. Messages that come from source, yes. Do you have discernment though? All right. If you're listening to somebody, I don't know, just use discernment. Okay. Also, the things that meant things to us before don't have as much meaning. Like, you don't have to go buy a whole bunch of junk at the Dollar Tree to feel good. Okay. Or you don't have to go out or have your friends validate what a wonderful person you are. You feel good on your own. You embrace who you are. You love who you are. You have a sense of peace. You choose peace. You have a sense of purpose. These are all part of the awakening process, but it's also, there's some things, you have to release a lot of stuff, and you have to be open to receive also, and to not question. There's a whole bunch of things. I could talk for hours, but I won't tonight. I just wanted to pop on here and say, if you've had a bad day today, like I slept my day away, felt like I wasted it, go forth tomorrow. Make up for it tomorrow. Like my camera just shifted. Make up for it tomorrow and embrace that. Say, I'm going to have a better day tomorrow. I'm going to start. Hi, Peyton. Oh, thank you. I've been praying for angels. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. So nice. So if you have a bad day, so tomorrow morning, there was a prayer I read earlier, and it was like, I have God's love. I am surrounded. Thank you. I am surrounded by God's love. He's not going to fail me. I can trust in that. If you don't say anything else to yourself before you get out of bed tomorrow morning, say that. It'll make you feel better before you hit your feet hit the floor. Okay? It's about changing your perspective. Okay? We all have the ability to change our perspective. If we had a bad day, tomorrow will be better. Can we go back and change today? No. Can we choose to have a better tomorrow? Oh, yes, definitely. And that's what I want you guys to do. If you've had a bad day today, I want you to embrace that you will have a better day tomorrow. And you will, okay? You'll feel the shift in energy. The reason you'll feel the shift in energy is because you are creating the shift in energy. You're making things happen by your beautiful manifesting thoughts. And don't doubt yourself. And when you hear the messages, listen to the messages. The messages are beautiful. I'm looking at the time. I told myself I'd go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight. I'm like, when do I sleep? A friend of mine texted me and said, do you ever sleep? And I was like, rarely. But I do have the grandchild coming tomorrow, so I'll have to sleep because I need to be able to keep up with them. All right. That is just a few of the things that happen when you have a spiritual awakening. There are so many more things that we start to look at. Our priorities shift. We hear whispers, a veil lifts. You see things you hadn't seen before. You see people in different lights. I personally had a dream a while back where I actually felt like I was over someone's bed in their bedroom, and I saw them, and it was quite disarming, honestly. It didn't feel like any dream I'd ever dreamed, so I don't know. Also, your inner eye, your third eye opens, your crown chakra. You feel that vibration. You feel that energy. You shift to things that are like, what feeds my soul? What makes me happy? How can I make others happy? Okay, I will. Oh, wow. I just figured out the connection. Oh, wow. Hi, D King. I haven't heard from you in a while. If ever, I have heard from you. You've been in my chat before. I remember that. Oh, Lord. I had no idea I was even in that. But that's okay. I don't want to know. All right. Okay. All right. So our priorities shift. Okay. When we have a spiritual awakening, you start to look at what feeds your soul. What does feed your soul? What makes you happy? Do you need to paint? Do you need to sing? Do you need to sing in the shower? I need to sing in the shower. Okay. What is it that gives your life value and worth while you're on this journey? Is it great food? Do you love to cook? If you do, can you send some? I have an address now. I'll be posting it on the boards. It's not that hot here yet. Feel free to bake and send. I'm being terrible. Okay, but that's the point I'm trying to get across to you. Embrace your passions, embrace your path, be your own self. If somebody likes you, that's great. If they don't, that's okay too. Not I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Trust me, I know that. I meet people and I immediately know they don't like me, but I still smile. I still embrace love and peace. Uh, I don't make a judgment. Why should I? I'm just going to go with whatever it is. The flow. I'm just going to go with the flow. Okay. Okay. Had to get something on my head. Okay. Also, your depth of living changes, guys, when you have a spiritual awakening. Those things of what become important change. Is it more important to spend time with the grandchild or to sleep? Today it was sleep, and I felt terrible about that. But you have to, sometimes that happens, okay? But I have time with the grandchild tomorrow, and we'll have a beautiful day. You have to, things do change, not just because uh, things shift, but it's because you're growing, you're shifting. Does that make sense? You're you're like on a new path. You see things that you didn't see before. You want to, you're convicted by things that never mattered. You didn't care, but now you care. Excuse me for burping. I apologize. Okay. And then now you're going to, in this journey, you'll start to meet people that match your spiritual energy. You know, KS, you're a lovely example. You have great spiritual energy. You have great energy. And it's so nice to see that, you know, your name matches your vibration. Beautiful, energetic, loving person, and lots of light around you. It's a it's amazing to feel the different shifts in energies. And then also, you know, you take the good with the bad. Some of the energy is not so good. Some of the energy is good. Anyway, that is life, right? That's great. No, that's good. I do sense that about you, Jamie. I do think. So as we have this spiritual journey, our alignment, we start to come more into alignment of who we are, what is good for us, what is not good for us, what we need to walk away from, what we need to go towards, what feeds our soul, what destroys our soul, what takes away from us, what adds to us. These are all questions that you should ask on your spiritual journey. Oh, thank you. I like making them too. And that's where I'm going to leave you. Well, I am going to say that um, you start searching for answers, and then you start to trust. You know, the first time I saw a giant billboard that says something, I didn't think it's a sign. I did not think that. No. As my life progressed, now when I see signs, I know they're signs. You know, you start to trust that intuition, the voice that speaks within, the connection that you have. Okay. In order to do that, though, you do have to quiet your mind. You have to allow quiet so that you can realign and let your inner compass point in the right direction. Oh my goodness, I sound like such a hippie. All right. I am going to leave you guys with that here tonight. I did promise myself I'd try to get some sleep. I will be continuing to cover this topic tomorrow and probably a few more days. And I will start. I think I'm going to start doing some classes also, so we don't read tarot every day, but I still have the intuition and stuff. Oh, nice. Oh, you're so welcome. Uh, all right, guys, that is what I have for you this evening. It's kind of a short little thing, but hey, we all have a little is better than none sometimes, right? And thank you, Jamie, for the compliment kiss. It was lovely to see you. Akai, thank you for the thing about the wings and everything. That was so beautiful. I love all you guys. Have a great night. Please go share some peace and love. All right. Please go share peace and love. All right.